So 4 weeks ago, I was swimming with my niece in her pool, and I realized that I am way too old to do a cannonball on a 10-year-old, especially off of a wet ladder. My foot slipped on the ladder, and it got hung up in the rungs, and my body went in the pool, and my foot stayed in the ladder. It was very painful, needless to say. I ended up having to have a CAT scan, and they said that I had broken 2 bones in my foot and tore quite a few tendons. The specialist immediately put me in a cast, a boot with a Velcro, and they were trying to decide whether or not to do surgery. They had said they wanted to wait 6 weeks and see whether it was going to heal up enough so that they wouldn't have to hook things back together. That Saturday, the day after I had the cast put on, I was sitting with my leg up on a table because it was so painful. It would swell up so bad I couldn't stand the pain. So the next morning, I was thinking, okay, I'm in this big cast. Should I try to go to church? It was hurting so much yesterday. And the Lord just told me, he said, you know what? He said, you need to go and be in church. He said, that's where you need to be today. And I'm like, okay. So I went to church and sat right in the front row, just like I usually do. And the Lord told me as the service was starting that he was going to heal my foot. And I argued with him. I said, God, this is a big deal, That would be a big feat. And he kept telling me, I'm going to heal your foot. Well, Pastor Doug got up and preached, and he wasn't preaching on healing. So I thought, see, gotcha, Lord. And he said, no, I'm serious. I'm going to heal your foot today. And I said, okay, I believe you. As the service got over, Pastor Doug went to pray, and he just stopped. Like something just came over him out of nowhere. And he said, does anyone have a special need in their body? If you do, raise your hand. And so we were all standing, and I raised my hand, and the lady behind me put her hand on my shoulder, and he started to pray. And as we prayed, I felt this, I can't even explain it. It was just like a rush and like heat all at the same time just came over my body, and it all went right to my foot. I've been saved since I was 5 years old, and I've had healings, but it was incredible. It was like one of the ones you read about in the Bible. And you think, does God really still heal like that? But he does. It was the coolest thing. And Pastor Doug got done praying, and we went into the last worship song. God said, take the cast off. And I said, I'm sitting in the front row. I don't like that kind of stuff, And he said, no, I healed it. Take the cast off. So right there, I just unstrapped it, took it, and sat in the seat next to me. Well, now I've got one shoe on. And here I am in church. So I picked it up when we got done, and I went to walk out with a lady behind me that had put her hand on my shoulder. She said, did you feel that? And I said, what did you feel? And she said, while we were praying, I felt heat and like a rush go right through my arm, right to you. And it was just the coolest thing because she felt it too. It was that powerful. My friends were all, asking me what happened because they all knew, that I had broken my foot so bad. And here I'm running around barefoot. We decided, well, if God healed my foot, there must be a pair of shoes around for me somewhere. So we went and looked in the lost and found box. There was nothing in there. Well, Shar being Shar, she said, hey, run across the street to Goodwill. I bet your shoes are there. So I went across the street to Goodwill, and I got not only a pair of shoes, which I have size 10, pretty big feet, but those shoes are exactly what I would pick, and they were brand new. Went, checked out, came back here, went through the whole day without a bit of pain. So the next day I get up, and I get a phone call from the surgeon. The surgeon has looked at your CAT scan more, and they've studied it, and we decided that we don't want to try to wait 6 weeks. We need to do surgery on it now and fix it. And I told him, I said, the Lord healed my foot yesterday. I said, I don't need surgery. And so I had an appointment on the 17th, and they looked at it, and everything is totally clear. And everything is healed, and the doctors just can't believe it. So God really does do miracles. I was saved when I was 5 years old, and I was raised in a Christian home and in a little Bible church up in Pearson. I always had faith in God, and all the different things that happen in a young girl's life and in everybody's life as you're going through and becoming a teenager and learning all the things that you learn in life. It's funny the different little paths that God takes you on and the ways that he opens your heart to see new and exciting things. As he says that his word is a living word. I've learned now that it goes farther than that. It's not just that his word is a living word, but our hearts are alive with the Holy Spirit inside us, and we're like his living word walking out in our lives. It just surprises me every day how much more he can show me and teach me and surprise me. You know, I've been saved since I was 5. I would have thought there wouldn't be a whole lot of more surprises, but my relationship with God is just getting so much stronger and more intimate. It's just a joy. I can't put it any other way. It's just a joy to know that he cares that much, that he would come and be with me when I hurt and be there physically when you're hurt and emotionally when you're hurting. And there's nothing like that. It's such a peace, you know, not only in the physical healing, but in the emotional healing that God brings as well. So if you need a miracle, don't stop praying, because God is there and he really, really does. He does heart miracles and he does physical miracles. My name is Cyndi Schuitema, and this is my story.